What do you think the difference is between kids who have books in their homes and kids who don't when they enter kindergarten? If you think that maybe the children who have books in their homes know a few more words than those who are not fortunate enough to live in a home with books, you're on the right track. But you probably wouldn't guess that the gap between those children is 30 million words. That's right. We live in an advanced society full of technology, but the basic foundation is critical. Kids who don't have books in their homes before going to school, who haven't experienced being read to in their homes, who haven't been introduced to literacy early, have already fallen into a critical gap. Language experts even have a name for it: the 30 million word gap. This gap marks the beginning of a terrible cycle, all too common around the world, and especially in impoverished areas of the world. As literacy rates fall behind, educational and economic opportunities become more and more limited. Imagine if you didn't know how to read. You would be thoroughly dependent on others for your information and facts. Global citizens must rely upon literacy to think, question, and make responsible decisions. And though the problem usually begins in a child's home, some children don't even have books at school. In countries like Uganda and Kenya, and in impoverished areas of the United States, there are schools where they simply can't afford books or have libraries full of outdated books. At Books Are the Beginning, we have a solution to stop this cycle and bridge the 30 million word gap. And it starts with you. You can get involved with decreasing illiteracy at home and all over the world simply by donating your time or your money to our mission. We put new and nearly new books in the hands of children, and we fill schools and libraries with books so that children have a place to go to borrow books and to read, a place to learn and strengthen their literacy, even if they don't have books at home to read. We fight the 30 million word gap, one book at a time, shipping containers of books to Uganda and Kenya to build libraries, and repurposing great used books that are discarded from homes and libraries here in the USA, giving them a new life with the purpose of promoting literacy for all. We empower children to explore literacy. We empower students to learn. We empower teachers to teach, all with the power of books. Over the last 3 years, Books Are the Beginning has donated more than 30,000 books to schools and libraries all over the world. We've built libraries and made improvements to several schools. And even though we're passionate about our mission, we can't do it alone. We need you to support us financially so we can purchase new books. We need you to support us with your time. Volunteers help us prepare books for distribution or read to children. We believe that books are the beginning of a lifetime of education. Please join us. Help us bridge that 30 million word gap and change more lives around the world.